Hey guys, welcome back to more NCIS. We're on episode 11. The last episode was a little unexpected to me because what we got for the first time was a proper kind of deep, well, relatively deep undercover mission for Tony, and a very dangerous one at that, showing the more serious side of how the episodes can go. I like that we can have both and that they aren't afraid to, because this show is heavily based on characters and there's quite a comedic value to it, even though we're dealing with serious cases. They've made it relatively light-hearted with some of them. That one in particular, I really enjoyed. Don't know if we're going to get more of the same. Don't mind either way. Let's carry on. Episode 11. Oops. Missed that turn.
Hello? Me? Oh, I am Tony's wife. Yes, we got married a few years ago. 2. Yes. Ugh, I feel like I need a shower.
Donozo.
He's
Pull
a
the case
son of
file.
a bitch.
Lieutenant Brian McAllister. Treasure hunters?
For your time, Proby. McAllister disappeared 2 years ago. His family offered $1 million reward for anyone who could find him.
Nothing. Cold case.
Disappeared.
Not anymore.
Thousands have
Found
searched for
him.
the heir to the McAllister Industries fortune. Prove that you have finally found
I
Brian
know that
McAllister.
actor.
Aye, sir. Whoa, boss.
What are you doing?
That was Monroe Cooper. The man who can solve the unsolvable? He's a famous detective.
Do I look like I care, McGee?
No.
What about that private Dick Cooper?
Yeah, he's a former NYPD detective. Works mostly for insurance companies and celebrities now. Columbo and Sherlock Holmes.
Where's your cook? Or is he a canalist?
What the hell are you doing?
Looking for my fork.
Well, I can guarantee you that
It's
is
not down there.
That detective fella Cooper, he thinks that missing McAllister kid's in there somewhere.
Yeah?
Lieutenant McAllister owned a Chrysler convertible. It disappeared within Gibbs.
So they haven't actually
Fix
found
and
the
pull it
body
out.
yet.
Once we ID the vehicle, we can decide on who's got jurisdiction.
It's not for reading. I'm hoping I can get Detective Cooper to sign it. The lead character in the book's based on him.
All right, hold it right there.
Anybody? Unless he broke free and pulling it up.
The lieutenant's tags, Gibbs.
Ew.
I think you'll find that pile of bones is McAllister.
The man who solves the unsolvable.
So you've heard of me?
No.
Works great with the yokels.
How'd you track his vehicle to Black Lake?
Yeah.
Legwork, luck, my gut.
The dental records are conclusive, Jethro. This is our missing lieutenant.
Any idea how he died?
After 2 years in the water, difficult to say. Well, it's consistent with most vehicle accidents, and possibly from contact with the steering column.
What about drugs?
Well, in this state, a toxicological screen
No
would be
chance.
useless. Tragic accident.
It looked like he just
Most
drove
likely
off the
he
cliff.
drowned.
Did you meet any of his wives?
Well, I introduced him to the last one.
Really?
Oops.
What went wrong?
Well, it's difficult to say, Mr. Palmer. She doesn't talk to me anymore.
Abs.
The brake lines are corroded, but they're intact. Something's stuck.
Ew.
Hey, Kate.
we got
I got
a
a present
visitor.
for you. I think it's one of your ex-boyfriends.
I don't think this was an accident.
Oh, really? Oh. Well, all found? That shouldn't be there.
It's a bullet.
45 caliber, 230 grain hardball, lots and lots of stopping power. The grooving matches a Colt 45 old school military version. The bullet's entry angle into the side of the door is as obvious as Anna Nicole's implants. So using that angle, I backtraced the trajectory. The round had to have gone through McAllister's body.
It's entirely possible, Jethro, but if Abby's animation is correct, the bullet passed clean through the thoracic cavity.
Hell of a shot.
Yeah, hell of a shot indeed.
More like impossible. Thank you, Doc.
Thomas McAllister, his younger brother, washed out of Annapolis freshman year. Arrested a bunch of times for suspected DWI and marijuana possession.
Really?
Good son in the bad seat.
Very biblical. They're tofu veggie wraps. They're good.
No, they're not good.
Abby and I eat them all the time.
Contact Cooper. I want to know how he found that vehicle.
So we're gonna cooperate with him?
No, McGee.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I'll go straight in the bin. And bin. And bin. And bin.
Agents Todd,
Not what I
DeNozo,
expected.
NCIS.
Do you always work on your own planes, Mr. McAllister?
Whenever I can find time in my busy social schedule down at the club, Agent Todd.
So, do you own all these planes?
Yeah, me in the bank.
You don't seem too broken up for a guy who just lost his brother. Tom?
The first week you expect a ransom note. After a month you pray. A year, you just know. The Navy, they said...
Your brother was murdered.
Yeah,
Are you absolutely positive
that's
about
why
it?
they're here.
You're saying you think I did it?
We're just following up on any leads we can.
Well, right now, there's nothing else.
Whatever I can do to help.
Now tell me about your boss. Is he always such a hard ass?
Wage and Gibbs? He's a lot like you, actually.
He's after the reward.
Yeah, in fact, the main character in my book is based on him.
Yeah, I hope you got a better deal than I got.
You ready to tell me how you found McAllister?
You ready to tell me what you pulled out of his car and his corpse?
Depends.
Nope.
On what?
How bad you want that $1 million reward?
But the back road that he liked to drive, I think it was washed out. Yeah. Take a look at these weather patterns. Doppler readout every satellite image I can find. Pocket of storms, real tight, near the road. My educated guess? I think McAllister double back took this road to the other side where the storm hadn't reached yet.
It's right along Black Lake, boss.
I figured if somebody wanted to kill him, they had to know the roads and the weather the way McAllister did.
He hadn't heard from his brother in 3 months.
Definitely.
I don't think he did it.
My best guess, it was grief. There's no way he's involved, Gibbs.
There. That's everything I turned up. 6 months of legwork. It's okay to smoke in here, sweetheart?
No.
It's Agent Todd, and no, Detective Cooper.
This is supposed to be in some sort of order?
He's a PI.
The order's up here, Gibbs.
Lieutenant McAllister was shot.
How many times?
At least once?
You get the round?
He's recovered from the passenger side door.
Rifle would go clear through.
45.
Car must have been stopped. Know his attacker?
Probably.
One shot, point blank.
Yep.
You know how, Gibbs. Want to know why?
The only problem with this theory is whoever is the culprit needs to have known as much as he did about the roads. He's right about that. And then they would have had to make the car go over the edge at speed with leaving no evidence or trace as to how they did it. I mean, I know you can do the whole brick under the accelerator pedal, and with the car being down there for 2 years, there's no way of knowing whether that just floated away, and you've no way of knowing. All we know is the car went in there at speed, and it's been too long to determine any tyre marks or anything on the road, and so all that's gone. So they had to have stuck around and purposely put it down there for it to not be found.
I said down. Okay. Cooper needs this thing
Pivot.
for
Pivot. Why didn't you take it down the stairs? Or isn't there any stairs? I don't think there is.
We're doing this upstairs.
Into the occult in a big way. Psychics, seances, all that weird shit. Family falls apart.
How?
The old man took it pretty hard. He decided he was going to contact the dead wife, starts neglecting the family business. He consults this space cadet, Selena Lockhart, claimed to be a psychic.
I've heard of her.
McAllister Avionics starts to slide till it's almost bankrupt by 2000.
How much money did he leave her?
You're quick, Gibbs. Almost 10 million. Still fighting it in court.
It's kind of like Ann and Nicole.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh, God.
Thomas McAllister had a plan to save the family's fortune. It involved leveraging every remaining asset the McAllisters had. The brother didn't agree.
October 5th, 2002.
After.
The weekend he vanished. Luckily for the little brother, he didn't sign the contract. But it's all there. Motive, opportunity. The calls on the lieutenant's cell phone.
When you...
No, it's all circumstantial, and it's all what you've put together in your own head, and it fits because you've made it fit. there's no concrete evidence there. So I fully understand Gibbs not putting him in at this point.
You are looking for the reward. I am looking for a killer.
Thomas McAllister is your man. Trust me.
You don't care as long as you get the money.
Our departed loved ones still have much to teach us.
Never believe what you see on TV.
Until next time, I'm Selena Lockhart. Brian McAllister. You found his remains in Black Lake.
Wow, she's good, boss. It's on the news, Denozo.
Oh, give me a
Say
break.
that he was murdered.
Yes. Yes, he told me.
The whole... Oh, they do my head in, because the whole thing behind psychics is they lead, they're vague, and what they actually pick up on more than anything is everything that you say or that you don't say.
You look skeptical.
Yeah,
okay.
me too.
You don't have to believe. I don't get specific details.
You have any feeling about his
Convenient.
father including you in his will?
I didn't ask him. Your point, Agent Gibbs?
Where were you the weekend Lieutenant McAllister was murdered?
Leroy Caverns. I was hosting a spiritual retreat.
Leroy.
Can you tell me what I'm thinking now, Miss Lockhart?
Could we discuss this outside, please? Your energy is disrupting my set.
Boo-hoo.
I had nothing to do with Brian's disappearance. You should talk to his brother, Brian.
Oh, you are in the crosshairs
may do
here.
Many things. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, duck. You didn't.
Did you get a license number?
Yeah, I got one.
That's a good job, Tony.
Back to line up the rifling patterns.
Weird place to take a crack shot at that.
Figures.
It's from the same pistol that killed Lieutenant McAllister 2 years ago.
Well, that's very handy. Did he now? Better to be safe.
How do I look?
Come on. Oh, dude, don't be like that.
What's wrong with fine?
I'm going for hot here, Tony.
Well, in that case, do you mind?
Boss, got the search warrant.
Yeah, you're with me. Get your things.
Yeah, now that.
No, it's hot.
That is hot.
You two done playing dress up? Hey, Kate, looks better the other way.
Whoa. Do I feel underdressed?
Yeah, you are.
When you said dinner.
Hey, I'm not complaining. You look fantastic. If you survive my cooking, there's a few things I'd like to tell you about my big brother.
It's locked, boss.
Well, yeah, McGee, that's kind of the point of having doors.
Tony threw a rock through a window.
He did.
Kate climbed in a second-story window.
Yep.
Huh, you don't say.
He's done that before.
You've been checking up on me.
It's my job, Tom.
At first, I thought it was harmless. But the psychic he was seeing, she started manipulating him.
What did your brother think of her?
He didn't. Brian was too busy with his naval career. Thought of it myself more than once.
A lot of people think it was you.
What do you think, Kate?
I'm going with no.
Well, I'm here, aren't I?
Who the hell's in here?
NCIS!
Hey,
What the hell are you doing
you
here?
mind?
What are you doing here?
Same thing you are. You gonna arrest me?
It depends.
On what?
What you found.
I checked all the local counties. Thomas McAllister doesn't own any handguns, but his old man, bit of a gun nut. Even owns a Colt 45.
It's that.
Recently fired. Take him down.
I'm on it.
I'm getting a weird feeling here. I think the brother's been set up. And strangely enough, I don't know the details or can work out the details in my head off just on the spur. But this detective has put 2 years work into this. And he's so adamant for Gibbs to just go and arrest the brother. What if it's him? But it would make no sense as to why he killed him. I don't know.
When they found his car in Black Lake, I thought he finally decided to listen to me for once. When you're tired,
You thought it was an accident.
Till you told me he was murdered. He never would have signed this.
Thomas McAllister, you're under arrest for the murder of your brother.
Yeah, because it's all pointing to you, but I feel
Like
it's like...
deserves out of the question.
Figures. I finally meet a nice guy, and he turns out to be a murderer.
I'm not so sure.
Happens to Tony all the time. I'm waiting. Don't shortchange me this
Gibbs
time.
is going to find something there.
Abby, need you out here.
How much time
We
did you
need
spend
something
on
to
this
break
door?
this case.
Enough to get the bullet's trajectory. I was going to test for metal fatigue and age in the morning.
Do it tonight.
I mean, I'll have it for you in 30 minutes, sir.
Kate'll help.
Wait a minute. I know where he's going. Okay, the detective did his job and he located where it happened. And because he knows it's been down there for 2 years and there'd be very little chance of you being able to tell whether the guy was shot with the remains, he's gone down there, put a body in the car, and then tried to frame the brother for it so he can collect the ransom.
Well, looks like you did
I
it
think
again,
that's
Mr.
recent.
Cooper.
That wasn't 2 years
I'm
ago.
getting old, kid. I think I'm gonna retire after this one. Too bad life ain't fair, then also. It's about time.
Please tell me I've got one right
we didn't
before
wait
it
2 hours to interrogate
reveals
someone.
it.
Let me guess, you just beat it out of him?
I'm sure you hear this a lot.
That's what makes more sense than anything else.
I know.
What the hell kind of interrogation is that?
You're free to go, Mr. McAllister.
There you go. I might be right.
If I do your job for you now,
There you go.
want to arrest me for it?
You're in an interrogation
We owe
room.
you for finding the lieutenant for us, Cooper.
You saw the evidence.
I did. Brian McAllister died in a car accident.
Last week or this week.
The metal around the impact was only recently exposed to water.
What's this got to do with me?
It's all you.
The reward was offered for finding the lieutenant's killer. In order to collect, you had to manufacture one.
So he did.
I mean, we would have found that gun eventually. But you just couldn't wait.
No, you couldn't, could you?
Gambling debts. Retirement. Too bad we caught you putting it back.
Yeah. Good luck proving it.
This is an instant shooter ID kit. It'll tell me if you fired a gun recently.
Swab away, Gibbs.
Oh, a private dick like you, I bet you're wearing rubber gloves.
Gloves.
Needs a trademark. And I'm betting yours is that tacky trench coat. You probably never take it off, huh?
Oh.
This comes up blue. I've got you for attempted murder.
Pick a colour, any colour. Blue will do.
Good luck trying to collect that $1 million.
That's just burst McGee's
Believe it.
bubble.
Sorry, Proby.
Yeah,
It's all about the Benjamins.
it is, especially at his age.
New York? Sometimes it's good to own your own airline.
Three's a crowd, Tony.
It's a small plane,
Yeah.
Tony.
Third wheel.
So, you're Catholic, right?
Nice. Enjoyed that. That was good. And I managed to work one out all by myself for the first time, I think. Well, I think maybe I think there's one other occasion where I more or less got it literally moments before it was revealed. But all the other possible scenarios and all the other possible suspects, namely the brother and the sidekick, just didn't fit. And then once the sidekick had a pop shot taken at her, it was just left down to the brother, and it just, I don't know. I'd love to be a detective. That was very enjoyable. I don't really think there's an awful lot more I need to add to that episode. The one interesting thing, McGee's writing a book and he's based one of the characters on Gibbs. Where's that going to go? Are we ever going to hear about that again? And is he going to put any of what he's just seen has happened there with what he thought was a real true life private detective who was famous, who was good at solving celebrity cases and everything? It turns out he just wanted the money. So I don't know. I don't know whether we'll come back to that or not. I think that will do for this one. I will be back with episode 12 next. If you are watching this on YouTube, I would appreciate if you would have put your comments down below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and a subscribe if you haven't already. And they are, of course, all available over on Patreon, especially for those of you that's where you're watching them. Right, just check the link in the description, as always. First episode of the 2 for the week. I will be back for episode 12 very shortly. Take care.